Welcome to the Your Author Platform podcast with John Friedel. Are you investing a significant amount of time and energy into writing your books, but still struggling to reach enough readers? I understand how you feel, and I'm here to help you change that. If you're looking to boost your momentum, connect with your audience like never before, and become more profitable in ways your fans appreciate, today's episode will confidently guide you forward. Hello, authors. It's wonderful to spend time with you for another podcast of the Your Author Platform podcast. I host this podcast every few days to help you connect with your audience, boost your sales, book sales, and ultimately enhance your author and your fans' lives. I hope to positively impact your life today so you can better connect with your fans. In case you missed it on my last episode, I went over find your fans who love listening to podcasts. I hope you enjoy listening to my last episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Today's episode number 14 discusses entrepreneur the heck out of your nonfiction book. You can always write another book, but wouldn't you rather build a business around your previous one instead? Which path is more likely to lead you to becoming a seven-figure CEO? To clarify, it's not just about the money, it's about how many more people you can serve and impact. Building a business is all about defining processes as you go along. There are a lot of them. I'm not talking about those things you only do once, like establishing a website, podcast, and YouTube channel. Processes are created for website articles, podcast episodes, and different styles of videos. You'll want to build brand recognition from uniformity and standardization. Your business will be like owning and operating a factory, only much of it will be online instead of physical products. Think about the structure of your website articles. How many images are included and where are they usually placed? Do you place your feature image at the top of all your website articles? You'll have a choice like that to make. Everything becomes much easier if you make each decision once and save it in a process for that activity. You will eventually want to write it down. Processes will change over time. You should review articles every 6 months or so. Over time, internet links break and situations change, so the article needs to be checked as part of your article process. I'll offer such process steps on this channel eventually. Some you'll need immediately, and others you'll develop into. It's a cliche, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither will be your business. It'll take around 7 years to become a seven-figure CEO. As an engineering student, I was taught how to eat an elephant. How? First, you eat the tail, and then one ear, and then the other ear, and so forth. At my last job, a young engineer approached me with a visiting engineer from a factory that had burned down in Ireland. The first engineer asked me how we could accomplish so much for our engineering project. I replied, first, make a list, then burn it down. I immediately turned to the visiting engineer and said, "Oh, sorry." Their eyes widened as I attempted to teach them something. They received an education they'll always remember. Will you remember the lesson? To begin, it'll be you and your nonfiction book. From that book, start by writing website articles. For that, you'll need a website. Here's how to build a website. And that's a link. Next, you'll need a podcast, YouTube channel, and social media sites that your fans frequent. The link to the website is in the show notes. Embed your podcast and long-form video or playlist into your website article for search engine juice. Making the article a multimedia post will get your website article more attention than most others. Building a website for posting articles may be all that you have time for. After all, if you're not yet making income from your website, podcast, YouTube channel, and other potential revenue streams, then your available time may be limited. But consider this work an investment in your business. Nevertheless, when time is limited, start with the website. You You can only collect emails from fans there, and their emails will become your most valuable business asset. Once you've defined your process of writing articles and that has become comfortable, then add either a podcast or a YouTube channel. I'd recommend starting a podcast first because it's quick. It'll quickly reach the comfortable stage. Making videos will come last. But you might be considering starting videos first to make money on YouTube quickly. However, that was the mindset 10 years ago. That process is a decade outdated. If you only focus on videos for a YouTube channel, you'll never be able to leave your day job, even if you have many subscribers. To put it another way, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you don't believe me, just look at the stock price of Google, the owner of YouTube. You are most likely the entirety of your company. Everything is your decision. Like living alone, that sweater on the floor will never be picked up unless you do it. After your YouTube channel gains success, partly due to fans coming from your podcasts and website, you'll have enough income to hire one person, then another, and eventually more. The first person to hire should be a video editor. The second is likely someone to manage your emails, responding to most of them and forwarding a few for your attention. Consider creating a team like this. You should be in front of the camera or microphone while a team member takes care of everything else. Another way to build a team is to focus on working on the business instead of immersing yourself in it. Using your book, create website articles with an embedded podcast episode and long-form video. Have your team edit the podcast and video to portray your brand just as you like it. Make 30 to 100 of these to have sufficient content for a fundamental topics online course, 30 days to whatever you want to call it. Pre-sale the fundamental course to gauge fan interest, offering it for less than you would expect. This course consists entirely of recorded videos and text assignments. Once it's sold for a while, it's time for your high-cost advanced course. Your 6 or 8 week advanced course involves meeting your students online once a week to address any questions, to address their questions from the video presentations that you had made for that week. This course is your gem, and your fans expect it to be excellent even before buying it because your fundamental course, a prerequisite for the advanced course, was outstanding. For now, it's your high-priced item. Approximately 10% of your email subscribers will enroll in your basic online course. 10% of these participants will proceed to your advanced course. Additionally, 10% of your advanced course students will purchase your next offering, whatever that might be. Several offerings are possible at this point, including hosting a conference, developing the client's business and executing that plan, or paid speaking engagements. The sky's the limit, but there's one question remaining. How does it end? When starting a business, consider how it might end, not in terms of failure, but what would you do when it succeeds? Will your children inherit the business? Are they even interested in it? Will you sell it or shut it down abruptly? Having an exit strategy is important. You don't need to decide now, but you don't want to be caught off guard in the future. Consider it, all right? In summary, you can always write another book, but wouldn't you prefer to build a business around your previous one instead? Which path is more likely to lead you to becoming a 7-figure entrepreneur who helps many more fans? Remember to visit yourauthorplatform.com/subscribe to receive my free report revealing the top 3 essential tools for enhancing your connection with fans, including the one I've used as a nonfiction author and influencer. The next Your Author platform. If you could email me with your favorite examples of community building, perhaps something that you had done, something that you admire what they had done. I'd be interested in hearing about it. If you want to email me at john@yourauthorplatform.com, it may end up in the podcast episode. And So the next Your Author Platform podcast episode will include another presentation on an essential topic for authors looking to connect with their fans and build a thriving community. If you have questions, email me at john@yourauthorplatform.com, and I'll do my best to respond. If you have more than a few questions, consider booking a 1-hour one-on-one consultation at yourauthorplatform.com/consult. My calendar has limited openings, but some are still available. I look forward to working with you to answer all your questions. That's the end of another Your Author Platform podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I plan to release the next episode very soon, and I'll have more amazing content for the show. Until then, connect with fans and build your community. Goodbye.